Hey everyone, Miacidae here, welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. So, screen may look a little odd for the starter, but I just want to make sure I had my ducks in a row because I spent a lot of gold getting this group together and I really just want to make sure the supplies were right. So, the goal for today is to go and fight the Kraken. Or the Lesser Kraken, the apprentice version of the Kraken. Regardless, it's the Kraken. So hopefully we're not going to be losing too many more heroes, but you know, we'll see what happens. As you can see, we went from however much gold we had at the beginning, or the ending rather, of the last episode, to this measly 2,000. I upgraded Raincourt and his gear and the Flagellant. Turns out that the gold to upgrade them might have been upped a little bit because the flail, or just the weapon of each of them and the armor for each of them, was 2,750. So between the two of them, I spent close to 11,000 gold, just the armor and the weapon. And then Chill Chuck and the Courier Hunter, they were another 750 per. So that's another 3,000 just for there. And then I had to upgrade a few key skills. So things got a little expensive, as you can see. So I want to make sure all the ducks were in a row. But we're going to be going in with Raincourt, our Revenant. I really debated between using him and our new Rework, but I decided on him because I kind of wanted to showcase the Arduous heroes a little bit more when I had the chance to. So for him, he does damage versus bleeding, so that we'll be using Obliterate when we can. This is also going to help to get to the Kraken because some of the enemies can guard each other. We have Sanguine Strike as a bleeding AoE hit, upping the bleed duration received. However, I don't think we'll need the bleed duration received up. We have Blood Fury hitting one of the front two rows, doing a 2 for 3 bleed. This will activate a riposte on the Revenant, marking himself, and upping the bleed amount received on whatever target is hit as well, which is really nice. And then we have Crimson Unity, which I thought would be a really good here, especially in the Crimson Court. This bypasses guard, transfers all bleed on him to the target, clears corpses, and debuffs the enemy for plus damage received as well as, you know, has a chance to blight Raincourt and disable all his blading skills. Next up we have Damien, the Flagellant. Really basic build here, but it works wonders. We have Punish, does a bleed, lowers bleed resistance. We have Rain of Sorrows, hits back row, does the same thing as Punish. Redeem, heals Damien, and heals a target if he's below certain healths. And then Endure to lower stress on target, but up stress on the Flagellant, also upping the Flagellant speed. I just realized I haven't put trinkets on, so give me 2 seconds here. We're going to be using the Bone Saw on Raincourt. That just ups the damage he does. Every melee hit he does also will up the bleed amount. And also every melee hit he does, which I believe is every single attack he does except for Crimson Unity, will also do a 1 for 3 bleed. And then I believe he's going to be doing the most damage, so I'm going to be giving him the Soulbinder's Token. This just ups his damage and crit as well. Ups his debuff resistance. I'm not sure how big of a thing that is on this fight. I really can't remember. But this also lowers the damage he receives and ups the healing he receives, which will be helpful. Going to be putting the Bleed Stone on Damien the Flagellant. This ups his bleed skill chance. Not that he's going to need it, but it will be a thing. And then the Tarot Strength card for just upped damage. Chill Chuck here. We'll be having the Ancestors map for scouting. And then just because actually, no, he actually has a trinket. And then a child-sized hip pouch for plus speed, just so I can have him going first. We're going to have the serrated segments here on Whitlock, just for up bleed amount applied. And then just because when I want her hitting, we'll have the Accuracy Stone. Seems about right. Otherwise, we have Chill Chuck, like I mentioned, the half-foot. Mark weak point so he can mark someone. This will up crits received, up damage received, so that part is really good for Raincourt for the plus damage received when I decide to go in with Obliterate. Up bleed skill chance versus marked, plus 200% bleed amount applied when marked, so instead of doing a 1 for 3 bleed with a very low chance goes up and it's a 3 for 3 bleed. We have Blinding Knife to move him back if he gets moved forward for whatever reason. Whitlock has Serrated Cane for a 2 for 3 bleed, but that's upped by Serrated Segments. Old Blood to heal. Courier Bell to AoE heal, get rid of Blight Bleed. That's kind of the plan. We have a lot of food here. shovels to get through things, anti-venom because there's a few things in here that can blade us, all the bandages, medicinal herbs to get extra food and get debuffs off. I'm actually going to bring a few extras. Holy water just to get the debuff resistance up, and torches just to up accuracy, get through the mists, burn a few hives. And woe to those who brace the Kraken's maw. You know, I do have to point this out, just because this shows how blind as a bat I am. It took me like 3 or 4 or maybe 6 or 7 times of fighting the Kraken and seeing this art for the Kraken in the loading screen to realize the Kraken was in the back of just the background here. Because I thought this was a tree. Then we had the swamps and the things that the crocodilian hides in. And then we just had the tentacle from the Kraken that the guy is hiding in. Not that this was the entire Kraken right there. Well, at least we would know where it is, right? Oh, yay, trap. Just damage. Chill, you are really good with stuff. I sometimes get stuff back like a key.
Waiting to be spent.
I think it's better not to use the key on that, though. Mark weak point on manservant. Bleed the supplicant for now. AoE them. Bleed them both. And he can do 9 to 11 to them, or I can take out the manservant. Bleeding for 8, so supplicant already goes down. Well, I guess that axes aren't usually the most accurate things in these games. Bleed them both again.
Devastating blow.
Manservant goes down. You know, if I do 4 to 6 and then bleed the sycophant right here, he goes down. Punish the other sycophant, I win. And then Blood Fury.
Continually on.
Almost looks like he slices him with the shield there. That's kind of cool. And then we can heal up.
A death by inches.
Diseased herb for the plague doctor. I will most likely be selling that. I'm gonna be totally honest. Yeah, we can skeleton key this. Portrait. I'm not gonna knock on that one. Grab this. I did not grab enough holy waters, but I will 100% de-stress Chilchuck. And survey says stun and debuff resistant on sycophant. Okay, hit these two, bleed them both. Mark weak point on. No, let's just go for the manservant and maybe bleed him out. Bleeding for 4. Gonna punish the carrion eater. And for the funsies,
Back to the pit. Slowly.
sycophant aloft.
This is how a life is taken.
So that's a 1 for 3. We're just gonna heal past that. Oh, unholy hell. Ay. We have ways to get rid of it. I just need my Tempest. Okay, take everything, Spinel, another portrait, gold.
So too will resistance.
That is a 1 for 2. We're just gonna eat that. I'm not gonna go to the treasure. I just want to see what all this is. A jade, some gold. We actually kind of need the gold. Yeah, we'll E-stress chill there. We kind of need it. Nice. Ooh, Sycophant Nexus. We'll start by getting him down. Mark him. Bleed. Damage versus bleeding, yeah? We'll do damage versus bleed. And he bleeds out. So punishing a manservant.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
And he wastes his turn.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
Okay, let's just bleed him. Get him down before he does anything. Or you know that can happen. Blinding knife.
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
And that's why we brought it. Default order. We're gonna use the torch for accuracy on the next fight. I do not see us needing the bronze coins or the gold coins, so I'm gonna trade them out for the gold now. We may need the blood.
Wealth
I
beyond
thought that would
measure,
give us the blood.
awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Well, more gold is more gold. Not gonna complain at all. Nice little scout. Maggots. Why are maggots so fast? The fact that they are so big and so skittery disturbs me to no end. Bleeding for 3. Gonna get rid of the one in the front row because that one can summon.
Faint hope blossoms.
Going to punish the one in row 2 because that one can still summon. And we're gonna try to get rid of the one in row 2 now because that one can summon and now it bleeds out. So getting rid of row 2, it bleeds out. And there we go. Gonna take a chance to heal.
The slow death. Unforeseen.
Hey, no loot.
Giving.
Just gonna leave these be. Can go back if this fight really stresses us out. Some more food. Which is never a bad thing.
Trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
And more maggots. I wonder how they're actually stunning you. Ooh, vampiric spirits is not the greatest thing in the world. Well. Crit and accuracy on one in row 1.
Time to perform beyond one's limits.
Leading these two. One in row 1 goes away. Let's hit the one in row 2. It bleeds out. Hitting the one in row 3. And then cleaning up.
Abomination cleansed from our lands.
Hey, buddy. See you like your spiders. 5 accuracy, max HP. I will go for the one in row 2. That's a miss. That's going to be a mark and a stun. At least it's on the guy with the most HP. Okay, getting rid of the one who can still mark. And go. We'll be healing. Let's get rid of the one in row 3. These two, bleed them both. That flight isn't horrible yet, but it can add up. There we go. Get rid of row 3.
Impressive.
Let's get rid of that. Get rid of row 2.
Be gone, fiend.
And 1 Weber left. Heal up, because that hurt a little bit, because spiders hurt. And dust bunk. Yeah, we do have room for spinel.
But a victory nonetheless.
Gold, jade. Use the anti-venom, we can take the crest. And move on along. Hunger check.
Glorious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Get the sycophant. Whip them both. Sycophant down. Now we can take our time with the supplicant. Not that we really need to take time, but you know.
Seize this.
No, I didn't see that ethereal key.
Push on to the task's end.
Back in, the Hamlet. So unfortunately, those seem like they just go to waste. Ooh, secret door. Who's hiding here? Hey, chill.
Finding the stuff is
Take
only
gold.
the first test. Now
Get rid
it
of
must be
Laudanum.
carried home.
Don't think the trapezohedron stack up, but we can heal up with food, take another one. And, I don't think we'll be needing those keys, so that helps greatly. Another hunger check, heal up. Got the food for it, so why not? Then dig through this. No blood for this man. In we go. We'll camp in here. Hey, Coven, what are you guys doing here? You probably just like the bugs, don't you? We are gonna mark the Naturopath just to get access to him later. Bleed the first 2. Bleed the back 2. Take out Rogue. You know, unfortunately, I think Damien kind of likes that. The Revenant will just hurt you for that one. I believe that's just a heal, yeah. Okay. So, lead you two. That's just the heal. That's not the mark. Oh, yikes. Okay, so I can heal him. Should be a nice little heal on anyone else. So, looks like the Coven Rogue goes down. Clear corpses. Wait. Thought the rogue was gonna go down. Oh, transfer all bleed to target. I misunderstood. I 100% misunderstood. Revenant, I was unaware of your game. I apologize. I was unaware of that game. Okay, Naturopath goes down.
Decimated.
I believe the rogue goes down. And I apologize, Invigilator. That is not what I meant to have happen. I thought the bleed from the Revenant was going to go towards you.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
That was a thing. Now I know. Hey, Revenant, remind me never to piss you off. Ever. Okay. The boss is down there. We're gonna camp. We're gonna take the emerald. We're gonna take the onyx.
A moment of respite.
Feast for the health and the stress. Take the gold. I'm pretty sure we can leave the citrine. What's the disease actually do? Minus debuff resistance? I'm going to the healing church. Get rid of vampiric spirits. We do not have a prevent nighttime ambush. I thought Chill would have that, and I did not actually take it. Lovely. Well, if that's the case, Age of Wisdom, up, bleed, blight, stun, move, and debuff skill chance. And then we're going to Deep Sea Rune on Chilchuck because he has a horrible resistance. And, just cuz, minus 10% stress taken, but plus 4 stress. We're gonna put that on Damien. Surprised we did not get a ambush. Taking what we can.
Treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
There's a little gold there, little bit of onyx. We can pop this, get a little bit of stress relief. So I'd rather not him afflict. Plus accuracy. Holy water here, holy water here. In we go. Let's get the Kraken. Ooh, starting with an Aegis is rough. So, plus 20% armor piercing if in rank 1, plus crit if in rank 1, minus 33% damage received if in rank 4, plus armor piercing and minus damage received. That's not horrible. Mark, get rid of the block. We are... I don't want this tentacle here. This one in rank 2 will do damage to me. So I'm gonna bleed it. Rain of Sorrows, bleeding Kraken, getting rid of block. And now it's in rank 4, so I can hit the Kraken. We are going to Blood Fury, get Riposte, bleed the Kraken, up blight or bleed amount received. If we get the debuff off, which we did. Honestly, I should just be going at the Kraken full stop, but for now, serrated. So bleeding for 11. Rain of Sorrows, hit them both. Bleeding for 16, bleeding for 7. So the primitive tentacle right there is about to go down. A jugular shot on Kraken, bleeding for 19. So I can do 8 to 10, or I can up bleed amount received again. Bleeding for 23. 70% bleed amount received. That tentacle I don't like goes down soon. Like now. Kind of funny that the bull rush is blood. I think that's just another arm. Yep. Yes, come at me.
Decisive
Bled for 26. No longer marked, so marked weak point. Punishing. I like these arms, I like them a lot. Serrated Cane. Leading for 37. It goes down. Arm down. I'll take the little bit of stress. Blood Fury. Leading for 41. Taking 45 because of damage received. Bye-bye. Who wants Kraken sushi? It's kind of sad how much of a, like,
at least promises success.
science I've gotten that one down to. Take the Onyx, take the Citrine. Absinthe for the Grave Robber. Plus Blight Resistance, plus Disease Resistance, plus 35% Blight Skill Chance. Quite honestly, I'm not gonna go all the way up and get the treasure here. I could. Even though my inventory is, like, full. There's no point in it. My inventory is full. So. Here, guys. Have a nice feast. Quest complete. And then the reason I got that, or went to go do that, we got the Favor of the Flame for the Anointed. Plus 10 accuracy, minus 7 dodge. The minus 7 dodge is kind of nasty, but the plus 10 accuracy is great. And if the hero is hit, all monsters will bleed a 2 for 2 and it's a 140% base chance. We also get a Baron's Invitation, 12 base crusts, 5,000 gold as a reward on top of everything I brought back, so that's nearly 27,000 gold. Then, between reward and what we collected, that is, if I can math, 28 crusts, 2 portraits, 2 busts. Everyone except for Raincourt hit level 2. Chillchuck got the Crimson Curse. Wield Tactician on him, so plus 15% damage in the wield. Photomania, so plus 10% stress taken if torch is above 66, and 10% more if the torch is above 33. Cove Adventure on Damien. Kraken Blood on Raincourt. Plus 10% all resistances. Only one hero can have that. He deserves it after that one. Ooh. We got our Duchess. As you can see, I do have one of the skins for her. I really like this one. We will need to take care of the Debilitated quirk, because that one's kind of nasty. We saw that on Joan, but we will hire her. Strange Bedfellows. A monster exiled from her pack. Seeking an army to usurp a hostile queen, have we fallen on such desperate times that we'd consider throwing our lot in with the very creatures we've sought to destroy. We do get a plot quest, Homecoming, so we can get a lot of Crimson Court trinkets. From that, I believe we get 1 as a base as a reward, and then we can get up to like 2 from the chests in there. And then we can get more as drops if we're lucky. I think my record was like 4 or 5 Crimson Court trinkets just from that quest. I love it. I love it so much. And then plus 100% stress relief received from crits on the next quest. At the Stagecoach, a Marchioness, and a replacement Shieldbearer. I believe we have a Crusader still. Yeah, Reynald. So we could get Cobalt's Toolkit, Windstrider only. This is your Crimson Court, of course. Plus 4 speed, 40% monster surprise chance, and 40% trap disarm. And then the Vengeful kill list for the Bounty Hunter, 50% move skill chance, 35% bleed skill chance, and 15% range skill. And so I'll probably hold off on this one. Just because I think the other trinket for Cobalt is better. And then the Vengeful kill list isn't the greatest thing in the world. There is the Punishments Hood for the Flagellant in the Explore the Old Sewers, which is actually kind of cool for the Flagellant. 20% extra bleed skill chance, which might be nice to have. We need to de-stress people, given the ability. Sanitarium. The Duchess is 100% getting rid of Debilitated. I just realized something. I really want another diamond to upgrade that. Nothing seems to be giving me a diamond, though. Except for things I don't really trust. I really want to go get another diamond to upgrade the Sanitarium because I just noticed our Saw Hunter has this. Occasionally takes items from the inventory. Yeah, he's not getting used until we get rid of that. But we will go into the old sewers, get the punishment hood for the flagellant. Make a little bit of a dancing team to go for that. Alright, so we're going to be going into the old sewers here. For those of you who don't know, this is part of the Warpstone Mines, and this leads to the invasion of the Hamlet portion of the Warpstone Mines, and a fairly terrifying boss in of its own, so I'm not sure how this is going to be powered up. Kind of afraid of how that's going to be powered up, and I'm going to be putting that boss off. Full stop. Just want the trinket from this, but explore the old sewers. People are terrified by human-sized rats roaming in the sewers. Are they not satisfied with just the mines? It's time to find out the truth and secure the entrance to the sewers. So we have a full contingent of rat hunters here. We have a bird, the Anointed. We have kind of a snake, the Shieldbreaker. We have the Marchioness, well, more or less a vampire, very known for hunting rats. And we have the cat, not a cat, the Messiah. So this will be fun. But Axel, the Anointed, I wanted to kind of play around with the favor of the flame that we just got. This ups his accuracy quite a bit, lowers his dodge, so he will be hit 100%. That alone lowered his dodge to 0. So the other trinket that's coming up was kind of a no-brainer. Then every time he's hit, which also is a no-brainer to put this on him, I'll show that in just a moment, he bleeds the entire enemy party 2 for 2. And because he's a hero that likes to mark himself, he's going to be hit a lot. Because if he uses Condemn to mark an enemy, he usually marks himself. He has another thing that ups the accuracy and clears a mark on ally, but that marks himself and ups his protection. So he has a few different ways of marking himself, and then if he uses Zealous Ire, he gets extra damage while he is marked. So he likes being marked. Sacred Blade can heal him while he is marked. So he has a lot of synergies with that. So if he is marked, he's more likely to be attacked. Why not? Let's try it out. And then because I had that on him, that lowered his dodge to absolutely 0. I figured why not throw the Chained Cloak on him. This ups his protection by 20%. This ups his bleed resistance by 30%. There are things down here that can bleed us. This would normally have the trade-off of minus 10 dodge. But once again, this is a great case use of it, of if my dodge is already 0, why not throw the thing that lowers the dodge on to the hero to lower the dodge more, because the dodge doesn't matter. But otherwise, we're going to be using Sacred Blade. This is a nice little damaging thing. He will heal himself by 2 every time he uses this, but if he is marked, he will heal himself by 4 more HP for a total of 6 every time he uses Sacred Blade. And we have multiple ways of marking him. Zealous Ire is going to hit the back 3 rows, has armor piercing, has extra crit versus unholy, which I think a few of the rats actually have as a modifier, and it does 75% extra damage while he is marked. This is going to be his main attack if he doesn't need health from Sacred Blade. We have Condemn. This will bypass and de-stealth any enemy. There are multiple enemies in here that can stealth themselves. This will pull them by 3, so they will most likely end up in row 1. This will mark the target. Not that many other enemies need, or not that many of these other heroes need mark synergies, but it is good for future endeavors, and it will, more importantly, mark Axel the Anointed. Finally, Renew. This is an AoE heal. It will not heal Axel, and it cannot heal, but it is very good for emergency healings. It can be used in any row, and it's a just flat 3 heal. Next up, we have Vessi, our new Shieldbreaker, since our old one died against the Siren, after betraying us and, taking out the Guru. Still a little miffed about that one. Maybe this Shieldbreaker won't be as much of a traitor. Regardless, she has Pierce, this has armor piercing. This will be invaluable for a few different cases. We have Adder's Kiss. This does a 4 for 3 blight and does extra blight amount versus bleeding. We have a hero that's going to be doing a lot of bleeding, so I thought this would be kind of nice to have. Impale has a knockback on it, knockback is going to be very important for some of the enemies in here. I believe they can be moved, not 100% sure on that one. Also has Blight and Armor Piercing. And Serpent Sway for a little bit of extra block. We have the Venomous Vial, ups her Blight skill chance, and on monster kill will cure her Blight and Bleed. Then because we're fighting rats, we have the Sketchbook filled with Hatred. It does minus their accuracy by 5. However, on attack hit, it will lower their dodge by 10. Very, very nice because a lot of them have high dodge. Then we are going to be playing with the Marchioness, because we just got her in the stagecoach. So, the main thing I'm going to be using here is Sway With Me and Dancing Invitation. Sway With Me is a attack that can be used in everything but row 1. This hits any row. This has 1 for 3 bleed, bypasses riposte. A lot of enemies in the sewer will be having riposte. This stumbles the enemy party, and this will shuffle Eleanor. But it's going to be pretty nice. We're then going to have Dancing Invitation, moving her forward by 3, pulling the enemy by 3, marking Eleanor, debuffing the enemy's dodge by 10, upping the Marchioness's dodge by 10, making her a dodge tank. We're going to have Frisk Escapade, get her out of 1. This moves her back by 2, knocks the enemy back by 2, lowering their dodge and their accuracy by 10, both. And then we are going to have the Thirst. This is kind of an emergency heal. It can be used from any row onto any row. It kind of acts like the Thirst from any Bloodsucker. It will transfer the Blight that the target has to the Marchioness, so I do have to be careful about this, because I do have Blight heroes. But it will heal the Marchioness for 20% of her max health, and it will disable the Thirst for like 2 or 3 turns. Once again, do have to be careful of that. We do have the Measured Beauty on her, so this ups her move skill chance and on range attack hit, which once again is Frisk Escapade. This is Dancing Invitation. This is Sway With Me. She will up her dodge by 8. And then we have the Bleed Stone because a lot of her skills do bleed. Finally, we have Nico, the Messiah. They're going to be our healer once again, so hopefully this pays off. Just got to be really hands-on with Soothing Sunlight. This is good restoration. Minus crits received is also really good. Minus stress received is really good. Just got to be very prudent with that. Otherwise, I do have one shot with this. This bypasses guard. And every time I take someone out with it, this will just buff one shot's damage for plus 5% for the entire quest. Seasoned Arson, otherwise, up crits received, minus protection. Show of Faith, up accuracy, up protection. We do have Bottle of Alcohol to up accuracy, up crit, up debuff chance. And we do have God Race, so up armor piercing for one shot, up damage, up accuracy. The Messiah cannot be guarded, and on monster kill fresh skill uses, so that means one shot can be used multiple times per battle as long as we take out a enemy. So player is watching over Nico, and Nico is watching over us. So let's go get this, see what all we can take home, and just be a little careful on here, just because it can get a little nasty if I recall correctly, and take home some gold and some other stuff, I think. Oh yeah, they have this.
Deep under the world, they chitter and plan, watching, waiting. When they emerge, it is a nightmare vision. The Skaven, a ravenous horde of verminous ragmen. They gnaw at the roots of the world like an infected wound. They mean to rule over ruins, for such is the will of their god, the great horned rat.
Such a cool cutscene. They did such a good job with that. Although I'm not sure if that's taken from another game or if someone just actually drew all that for this. I should really look into that for some time.
There is corruption here.
Alright,
It bears
over to the right.
both wretched and malevolent.
Hey Nico, here you go, bud. Thank you for the
Glittering
deeds.
gold, trinkets and baubles,
Alright,
paid for in blood.
so the reason I wanted, the cannot be reposted stuff which was bypass riposte. We also do have a skill that breaks riposte if I really wanted to use that. The Plague Crawler here has a riposte that on riposte target will blight 2 for 3 and riposte itself for 7 for, riposte itself 7 for 3. These monks can kind of do the same. I forget which one does which. Like, I think there's a stunning riposte, maybe it's a bleed, and one has a blight. So this entire setup is kind of nasty. We're going to condemn the Plague Monk here. One with max HP up. And then this Plague Crawler just keeps moving forward, and then it's going to dump all that onto us. We can, however, move it back, it looks like. So bladed for 9. Everyone gets blood. Lovely. Sway with me, bleed the Crawler. Seasoned Arson on the Crawler. You know, it stumbled forward. I don't entirely like that. And that's going to make it so I can't heal. Yeah, minus 200% healing done. So let's do Dancing Invitation. Let's pull the Plague Sensor here.
Inspiration and improvement.
Let's one-shot the Plague Monk.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Target is now sleeping soundly. Well, that's not good. That's in front. I was hoping to get a little more bleed and blight on it. Alright, we'll pierce it. 23 blight, it goes down, thankfully. We are going to Zealous Ire onto the Striker.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
I don't think that's enough to take care of it. Nico, let's heal up a little bit, because that's going to help later on. Still can't heal there, so Frisk Escapade. Just get rid of the corpse for now. Pierce, get rid of the sensor.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Not that it matters for too many people, but heal up.
The slow death. Unforeseen.
Oh, I think that was healing done, not healing received. Yikes. Alright, so we're going to just keep going to the right, because this is just a big square, if I remember right.
We require only the strength to follow
60, 50, 60, 80. And then we fail that. So 2 night runners.
Steps are the exception, and not the rule.
Alright, this is going to be nasty.
Even the boldest gaze.
Adder Kiss on 1. Whatever that buff is, it's gone now. The Thirst to heal up. A little bit of health there. Hey Nico, that bleed can go away. You're then gonna resto yourself. And then... same damage either way, so Sacred Blade heal up a tad.
Give them no quarter.
Bye-bye. It almost looked like it was a green skull there.
Success so clearly.
What is this luck with trinkets?
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Gutter Runner Skull, plus 2 speed, bypass stealth, plus 20% damage, while stealth plus 10% damage taken. On attack hit, stealth, 33% chance. We'll give that to Marchioness for now, over the Bleedstone. That way she has more speed, she has better chance to do damage. Maybe she doesn't take as much damage. So try to get that Sensor Keeper down first, maybe.
Gnawing Bring
Nope.
uncertainty.
So now I can't heal.
The birthplace of dread.
I can't get riled up from my own blood. I mean, that's a good thing. We're gonna do... You know what? Let's do Dancing Invitation. Let's hit this Clan Rat Striker because that lowers his accuracy. It ups our dodge.
The blood quickens.
That way he doesn't stun us and Eleanor isn't hit as bad. We're going to do Condemn. Let's hit the Halberdier. Because now Axel is marked. We're going to do one shot. Take out the Halberdier.
Be gone, fiend.
Because if we're not going to heal anyway, we're just going to do damage.
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss.
Plus healing done.
Unbalanced.
Well, I have a stupid plan, but it's a plan nonetheless. Impale the Striker. Striker goes down to Bleed Blight. Striker has 4 speed compared to her 4. Oh, Axel's not marked anymore. Well, one-shot Night Runner.
Annihilated.
Hey, Axel. Hey, Axel. I need you to hit this buddy.
Continue the onslaught.
Plan worked. The plan was defeat everything before she dies. I'm glad to see my stupid plan worked. So more gold, more deeds, more buffs, more food, more portraits. Cool. I need the heirlooms. Default party order. Grab what we can. Take the gold. Torch up. In we go. Let's just explore 90% of rooms, so I think I can skip one.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of
We'll see how this goes.
corruption.
So we can get supplies here. And also stack those torches. Can use one of the shovels because I believe this... Oh, that gave me the wrong thing. I was thinking for some reason that was going to give me the healing thing. You know what, well, let's just circle around, then go to the middle battle room, and then from there we can go into any thing to get the curios that we want. This one shouldn't be horrible. I'm gonna do the Thirst right off the bat to heal Eleanor. Let's do a little bit of damage to the Sensor Keeper. I keep thinking that these Plague Monks are going to do the riposte thing, and they're not. If I can take this guy out, I can heal. And that's going to be big.
Weakened.
Now, I can do Renew here. And then Amani doesn't die. Let's do Frisk Escapade. Lower the accuracy on the Plague Monk Striker. That way he doesn't stun us again.
Reeling. About to break.
Really? Really? Well, the Resto might make it so she doesn't die.
And now the true test. Hold fast. Or
Anti-Venom. We're gonna Pierce, hit the Striker.
a powerful blow.
Oh, they just do that when they're hit now. I thought that was a riposte. I swear that was a riposte. Did they change how the Plague Monk Strikers work? The Hymn of Vengeance, I swear, used to be a riposte that they would use like on turn 1. But now, +2 speed, +2 damage. Oof. Part of me says heal Amani. Part of me says take the monk out. I'm not gonna, or Vessi, I suppose. I'm not gonna risk it. Then we can do Sway with me. This will hit for 1. This will bleed for 1. Nah. If we can put a mark on.
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
They really do not like Vessi.
Perched at the
Holy hell.
of oblivion.
That is some luck right there. Resto keeps her alive. Just one-shot this monk. Screw that thing.
Isolated.
And then I actually can't do anything with Axel. So I guess heal up. And then we can do the thirst to get rid of you. Here we got some blood. Not sure why they had the blood, but
Not a victory.
they really did not like Vessi. I'm not sure what that was. I don't appreciate that. I
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
I genuinely don't appreciate that, but you know what? Whatever. Whatever works. So from here, we're complete. Can keep adventuring because we did scout. So I'm going to go to the battle. We're going to go to the curio. We're going to get what we can out of here. As long as we get out of here alive, we're good. Which, after that last one, is debatable, but nonetheless. Let's do Sway with me. Let's get the Globadier. Gonna try to pierce and get the striker after that last one, honestly. I was gonna condemn and get the Globadier. That way, hopefully they hit Axel. Nope, they're just gonna say screw all that and go for Vessi again.
Terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
So if we one-shot the Globadier,
Destroy.
that way Vessi doesn't get blighted. The soldier might be a thing. Okay, here we go. At least you're going for Axel. And then they're bled. And then that's going to make it so I can't heal, so I need to go for them again. So the striker might go faster than me. So I need to take him out. So now he bleeds. Taking out the soldier.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
I was gonna say, I think that one actually is a heal. Exaelus Arduous. Okay, some gold.
Be wary.
Torch.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
2-1-2. So 1 portrait, 2 deeds, 2 busts. Not bad at all. I think it's best to do this on Nico, even though he failed me already. Then battle room, and then we can figure out the rest from here. Oh, yikes. Okay. So... can't do Frisk Escapade, but what we can do is bleed the Sensor Keeper for now. Kind of shuffling everyone around.
Confluence of skill and purpose.
bleed everyone since they hit Axel. I mean, luckily the sensor keeper, when it goes off, that just bleeds everyone. So bled for 6 because all the went at Axel. I'm going to use that anti-venom. We're going to... I guess move forward. And I can add our kiss here, hopefully taking out the shield bearer. That way he doesn't block anyone. He's bled, he's blighted, he goes down. Then... Screw this thing in particular.
Obliterated.
That way I can heal.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Handle the witness. A little bit of stress.
The horror.
So... Frisk Escapade, lower your accuracy on this guy. Knock him back a little bit so he has to work towards me. Seasoned Arson Adam, because I believe the Night Runner goes down on his own accord. That way, Blight on the Crawler there. Masochistic. I mean, after all this, I don't blame the whole, something happens. Suppose we can use Serpent Sway just for the blocks for now. The Anointed and Sacred Blade get a little health back here. And now they both drop to Blight. Silk is best worn when soaked in blood. Okay. I'd be paranoid after hearing that.
The walls close in. The shadows whisper.
Add our kiss. Let's hit the Night Runner. Or not. Sway with me.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Okay, I was gonna heal there. That's fine.
A death by inches.
Taking what we can. And we got the scout. It's taking this. 100 gold.
Stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Can stack stuff up. Then we can just go this way. Hey, Axel, you're fine. There you go, bud.
For heroism or cowardice.
For 25 whole gold. Sorry about that, Axel. Well, we got the rats out of the sewers. For now. Flagellant's Hood. Or Punishment's Hood, rather. So 20% bleed skill chance. 15% more damage if HP below 40%. Minus 20% healing done's kind of big, but 9,720 gold. 10 deeds, 3 portraits, 6 busts, 4 crests. Everyone hit level 1. Cycnophobia and Farmstead Scrounger on Axel. Fading is not good on Vessi. We'll probably be getting rid of that because of minus 5 dodge and 2 speed. Warren Scrounger. Superstitious. So Celestial Renewal and Rejuvenating Surge give plus 20% healing received. Tranquility is plus 20% stress healing received on Eleanor. And Gothic, so plus 5 accuracy if torch below 25. The cat has good night vision.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Not a bad Butcher Bird. Fading's not the greatest, but we got Butcher Bird here now. The maid who worked on this estate a long time ago is back. On this estate, not in this estate, interesting. She's ousting the guards and heroes, begging you to hire her again. Well, we just hired her. At the stagecoach, we got a Houndmaster.
A lawman and his faithful beast. A bond forged by battle and bloodshed.
really tempted here to upgrade the Abbey, but then I wouldn't have enough to upgrade. I have upgraded the guild. The stress the treatment cost by 15%, so I should have done that already, but then I'm assuming the next cloister is I get another slot. So we might do that.
A man in a robe, claiming communion with the divine.
Diamonds again.
Madness.
That's gonna be rough. And then, like I thought, the Plague Priest is there, so I'm not touching that for a while. And we'll probably be going around seeing what all we can get in the surrounding countryside. Because, well, there's a lot of stuff I need, but that also being said, like, I just do not feel ready for some of these level 2s, which I know they would get me the diamonds and some other things I need, but some of those are rough. Some of them are really, really rough. I kind of want to go to the Warrens here and get this level 2 out if I can. I might be able to eke that one out. I might try this one. I'm not sure who I would bring, but I might be able to eke that one out with a bleed team or something like that. Or just a straight up high damage team is my thought. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try this one again because that's like the better of the choices. Otherwise I'm stuck going to the Sunward Isle for something I don't really care about. Or technically I could go to the ruins and get something a little bit and then see what goes from there. But yikes. And it's a matter of getting to the boss and then doing whatever I need to do to the boss as well. So that's going to be a rough fight in of itself. Oh, did Thirst for Power get changed? Oh no, I'm thinking of Crimson Downpour. That might be the better way to go. And see what we can do from there. So I suppose that'll be it for this time. Next time, try to see if we can get the question mark again. See who sent that invitation letter. Get that quest out of there so that spawns more quests later on. So I think that's going to be a prevalent problem I'm having right now is so many of these are tied up with quests that aren't changing because, well, it's like, go do this, go do this. And until I finish these quests, like, I'm not going to have very good quest generation. And see what I can do from there. So, I suppose that will be it for this time. I just realized that the thing from the stars is there. That is going to be rough if he spawns. To say the very least. But I suppose that's all we can do. So, yeah, that will be it for this time. And hope for the best. So, as always, I wish you all well. I will see you next time. And please, have a good one.